Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses. So I was watching, not watching, I was on YouTube and I came across a post that Doelow the pilot man made Flight Boss air. And I read it a couple times, and as I started to read it, I realized that the message resonated with me because not only not only was I gonna make a video about that the same day, but because it brought me to a place of understanding um in order to make this video. Now a lot of people out there, they start out like how I started out, pretty neutral, in the middle when it came to the educating and the entertainment, edutainment. But then when I moved from the situation I was in to back with my family, back being happy again, living with somebody who is not addicted to food, eating up all the food and crying because there's no food left when I only eat once a day, when I was able to get all of my vitamins and everything back in my body, when I felt comfortable going outside, walking to the store for myself, getting sunlight again, that boosted everything that I had inside of me. I became happy. Okay. Then I went to jail. Then I got out of jail. Then I was homeless. Then I was not homeless. So these roller coasters that I've been on have taken me from highs to lows to highs again. So I started to lose my vision for what I was doing. Now a lot of people are pure entertainment. A lot of people don't understand that there needs to be education, there needs to be knowledge, there needs to be wisdom, there needs to be knowledge that is not so easily attainable, knowledge that you can't get from books, things that need to be meditated on, things that need to be translated and retranslated and felt and not spoken. Okay? A lot of people don't understand that some people don't want that. A lot of people don't understand that now we're in an age where knowledge is just as important as clout and being educated. When I was growing up, knowledge wasn't cool. It wasn't cool to be the smart black guy. That wasn't cool. Okay, It- that's new. That's new. That's this generation. Being able to pronounce multi-syllable words and have specific conversations on quantum physics and chakras and knowing how to play instruments, that wasn't cool, bro. So you take this generation, the entertainers that think they know a little something something, that know how to use a computer. I don't even know how to use computers compared to this generation, bro. Technology, all this weird slang. You take that and you combine it with my generation and then the generation that's coming up and the generation before me, the best avenue is edutainment. And I'm not this isn't a shot at Flight Boss because I don't that he wasn't talking about me. I don't know who he was talking about, but he wasn't talking about me. And if he was, that's okay. I always need a little bit of feedback. But at the same time, bro, at first, at first, TBH, it was about the money. But then I realized how much I actually had to offer. But when I saw that people didn't want me to read tarot cards. People didn't want me to educate myself. People didn't want me to use big words that they had to look up later and write it down. People wanted a clown. People wanted a clown. You notice when I stopped clowning so much, I lost clout. You notice when I start wearing shirts, I lost clout. Did you notice that? It had nothing to do with my consistency. It was because I started acting more solid, more authoritative, and because I wasn't clowning, bro. And not everybody wants a teacher. And this is for the people. This is for the entertainers and the edutainers, and the people trying to get the clout. Not everybody wants teachers, just like your girlfriend or boyfriend. Some of you guys are boyfriends to your girlfriend only because you can't afford to pay for what you want out of these women. That's why you have a girlfriend. Be real with yourself. Some of you women have boyfriends because you can't control the man that you want to control. You can't attract that guy. Or because you can't afford to pay a man to do what you need him to do. Or you can't control the type of man you want to control. Be real with yourself. Some some of you women's, your boyfriend is with you because he can't afford to pay a woman to do what you do. And vice versa for the men. Alright? Sometimes they don't want teachers. Sometimes they need clowns, bro. Just like the chick yesterday that tried to get my attention. She basically asked me why I didn't want to talk to her. And I said, you don't want a man. You want a clown. I'm not gonna. The rest of these dudes that you just tried to suck for their entertainment, I'm not a clown, baby. I'm not a clown. I like to have fun here and there. But no, I'm not a jester. I'm not a comedian. I'm none of that. You know, when I have conversations with specific people, it's an exchange of information. It's an exchange. I'm trying to see what I can get out of you and what I can give to you in exchange for the information you just blessed me with. That's why I don't interact with specific type of people for a certain amount of time because I know they want clowns, and that's what I'm endeavoring to get away from. We could be funny, we could joke, we could laugh, we could educate, and intercate, educate with entertainment because you have to stimulate the left and the right brain to most effectively deliver specific messages. Sometimes I use sexual innuendos. Sometimes I might say something extreme. Sometimes I use my hands. I know what I be doing. But some of these people, they just want the money. And do I agree you should be using spirituality to get your money even though you have no desire to guide, guard, protect, and heal? I absolutely do not. I know what I do. Sometimes I take it too far. Sometimes I use the wrong emotions, but you know why? Because I'm human. A lot of people tell me, Aaron, well, maybe if you meditate, maybe if you ground yourself, maybe if you stop showing so much of your ego, maybe if you put a shirt on, maybe if, shut up, you don't pay my Wi Fi bill, bro. I know what I'm doing. I know that me, I know what I want to do, I know what I don't want to do, and I know what my brand needs to do. That's what's important. So, anybody out there who needs that financial validation, keep that need to yourself, bro. Because as serious as it is out here, there doesn't need to be more fake ones out there. There doesn't need to be people giving people money, helping them with their bills, just to snatch it away when they say they don't want to be their friends anymore. That's not helping. That's you. That's you being weird. There's enough people out here reading books 2 days before they just learn a subject and want to speak on it like they're an expert. There's enough of that. If you don't know what you're talking about, let us know. Read the book with us so we can understand this together. Okay? What you think I just did that the other day for? I admit some of those words, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know the definition of that. That's not something that I can verbally explain to you. But I want to grow with you. That's why I do specific things. I'm doing readings on my Facebook right now. I'm reading these astrology books and how they relate to the tarot. And I'm telling people, look, I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me know if this applies to you. This is how I interpret this. This is one of the reasons why it's free. I don't feel good making money off this because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm very transparent. I do have emotions. I'm not all the way 100 with my journey. Sometimes I flip out. Most of the times I don't. And that's how it is. There's no deception. It's not pure entertainment. But it has to be there. And what's funny about that is, again, I'm not coming at Doelow, so whatever. What's funny about that is one of the only reasons I like Doelow is because he's very entertaining. And sometimes I get lost. The reason I stop watching people is because I don't want to be like them. So I haven't watched this channel. I watch his lives mostly. But I noticed that I start using specific words or maybe dressing a specific way or my music might change. That's why I stopped listening and watching a lot of people. Just like when I'm about to write a song, I don't listen to rap that whole day. But yeah, I don't think anybody's pure education. I don't think anybody's pure entertainment. Just like comedians, you could learn a lot from a comedian, but fortunately, I'm not a comedian. Look at Cat Williams. Cat Williams, whoever. Most comedians have some kind of message. Most successful big comedians, with the exception of Kevin Hart, have some kind of deep message in their stuff. Do I think what I say is the end all be all? If I give you a message and you don't listen to it, something bad's gonna happen to you. I was gonna make a video that explained that fully, but to be honest, I mean, I should. But if you didn't get it, that's really, I mean, that is my fault. But I want to make that a separate video. But pretty much, you have to combat the knowledge, these seeds. You have to make sure they don't rot by by learning the opposite. So if I sit down and I tell you, look, bro, the Holocaust was real. This many people did this, this many people did that, and and I say, look, this is applicable to the lifestyle that you want to live. So do this and don't do this and don't do this. And you say, Aaron, you know what? I don't want to listen to that knowledge. I don't want to act on that. And I say, all right, well, if you don't, the seeds of knowledge that I planted in you, however true or false they are gonna turn into negativity if you don't act on it. All you have to do is collect all the evidence that the Holocaust was indeed false, that it didn't happen. Am I saying the Holocaust is real or not? No, I'm not. I don't care because that wasn't my people, and I don't know anybody who survived the Holocaust. Okay, but and it didn't happen to me. Just like a lot of people don't care about slavery and the fact that slavery still exists in Africa right now, and they mutated our genes, and we're different. Just like people don't care about that, I don't care about the Holocaust. So, anyways, no, I don't think my words are the end all be all for the viewers or the audience or the message, the people who receive the message. I don't think that. That's just a fact. It's just a fact that when people give you specific wisdoms, knowledges, advices, and you don't take them and you accept them and you just let them sit inside you and rot, bad things happen. That's facts. It doesn't matter if I say it. It doesn't matter if Jerry Springer says it. It doesn't matter if you sit down and you read it. It doesn't matter if you go to college for 4 years and you drop out and you work at McDonald's. Why do you think recidivism happens, bro? Because people go to jail and they let all that knowledge. And if you don't know what recidivism is when you keep going to jail after you've been there once, because they let all that knowledge, all that data that they learned, all that stuff they meditated on, all that, man. When I get out, I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna marry my girlfriend. I'm gonna stop smoking weed. I'm only gonna drink once a month. They take all those emotions and all those books they read and they don't use it and they go back to jail. That's why. That's not just because they don't get educated, but because they take in all that knowledge and they experience all those emotions and they let it rot and it turns them into a different person. I'm gonna quit smoking squares, and they get out, and 2 weekends later, take a shot, G. And they take that shot, Start showing up to work a little late, a little hungover. They don't got enough energy because they didn't eat last night. Whatever. That's what happens. They get in a fight with a customer and they go back to Jisnail. Right? Right. It's the same thing. It's a mental prison. It's like everything. Okay. But that's it. 'Cause I don't want to talk your head off, your ears off, or anything like that. Either body parts that you have. But that's it, man. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together. Life is in the breath. Peace. I'm breathing in. It's Aaron Moses. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you like and share if you think anybody could benefit from this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's it. Peace.